take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like a living swimmer.
Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Throwing on first down is Brady. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson.
Brady's pass.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's Brady to throw. Complete to the former Seminole, Arden Tate. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Pitch and catch complete to Hireman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
1st and 10.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Brady's throw there complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's complete to Zach Moss out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Sacked right around the 17. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Brings up 3rd.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get sixes and instead of threes.
Saints 3, Packers nothing.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First time with Austin Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Carlton Davis. No gain on the play. 2nd and
on 2nd down, Eckler.
24-yard line.
They find some open field here. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers.
The ball carrier.
Austin Eckler, 76 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
That will toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
42-yard line.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He was covered by...
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt.
Matt Bosher in punt formation.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Saints 3.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll They'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. He picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this to Eckler.
Mayfield's pass. Complete to Austin Eckler.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Jordan Hicks.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Eckler, the ball carrier, taken down at the...
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Eckler. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. The
passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Mayfield on first down. He's got Jack Doyle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First down, Packers.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Now Mayfield lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
no
him.
one.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
43-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
To throw again on second down, Brady dumps it off to Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Brady now on first down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy. Oh, nice pickup.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Montgomery on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
The handoff, it's Eckler. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
It's Eckler again. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. On this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You just find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. They might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side,
sure,
but not necessarily all the time.
28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Mayfield to throw it. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now Mayfield. On the screen, this is Eckler. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Now Mayfield lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Number 33.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 11 at the 41. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of
Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control, and you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
37-yard line.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10.
6.
To throw, it's Brady. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown, but no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You've got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Austin Eckler.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here is Eckler. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 5. 1:09 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Brady saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. Johnson's got it complete.
That's good for a
Back to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Brady. And it's incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brady to throw. He's going to let it fly. And to go for it here on 4th down. One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,